fire that up. And so, welcome to our Lankhmar game, and we're just getting things started. Any questions before I actually jump right in? This game sort of meant to design to start off the jump.
Mm-mm.
Good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. So, some of you have memories of what happened, and some of you don't. Some of you started this waking up out of this, out of a carousal. Some of you not. We'll see how that pans out. But you climb slowly out of darkness, and the darkness giving way to a dim gloom and the stink of damp stone. Faintly, you sniff out the stench of the great salt marsh somewhere far off in the distance. Your head is fuzzy and throbbing, your arms sore and aching. Startled, you find yourselves shackled to the damp stone walls of a dim cell, lit only by a flickering torch set into a wall beyond the cell's metal doors. One of the cell's walls is a barrier of bars with a single gate. The remaining walls are old, wet stone. You are not alone in the cell. A handful of other prisoners are shackled, their arms pinioned above their heads like yours. Aside from these other unfortunates, you see no one else in the immediate vicinity of your cell. Jim Creel, your character, has his hands are actually wrapped. His fingers are bound together and split with pieces of what feel like some sort of hard metal or something in between.
As if my fingers had been broken and then reset, or that
No,
people are trying to
as
stifle
if
my magic abilities.
exactly.
Okay.
You're instantly aware that you're unable to function anyway. Not only that, you have a collar around your neck that's tightly under your chin and around the base of your skull, and it has a metal piece that's coming up, kind of doing the old Hannibal Lecter thing,
Hmm.
and covering your mouth.
So I can't talk. Like,
No,
mm,
you have nothing but the clothes you were wearing at the time of your apparent abduction, arrest, or whatever, and you have no weapons, no armor, apparently no money or useful objects at all. You've been stripped. Uh, does anybody have specifically any items they may have had concealed on their person?
Not I.
And you can retcon this if it's in completely in character, of course, because or not.
Like I always travel with a spike up my ass, kind of a thing. Is that what
It's
we're
that's what I
thinking?
mean in Lankhmar.
Go as
I
Lankmar.
guess I would have tried to keep some of. There's only one spell that I sort of use components for, and it's a small bit of rope, kind of mixed in with some fur. I would have tried to just shove that in my armpits or something if I was being attacked or being led away. But I don't know what the chances of that keeping around would be.
That depends, Jim. Actually, that'll require a luck roll because I want you all to start thinking about what happened before something hit you in the head. You drank something strange, or who knows? Somebody waved something in front of you and did intricate things with their hands, and then you lost and you blacked out. So, so Jim, whatever happened, you do have that item. What was it again?
It's just a spell component. It's a bit of
Ah,
like rope that is sort of all torn, frayed apart, mixed in with some fur.
perhaps in your hair or something?
Oh yeah, I would have shoved a bit in my armpits.
And you'll get, sorry, yes. All right, so now you look around and you can see that there's three men in the room. One of them is, as I described, shackled around the mouth and hands seem to have something wrapped around them. The other two people don't, and their mouths are open and free. And that is Bob and Frank's character, of course. You're looking at these strangers, the three of you, and there's a moment ticks by as you take in your circumstances.
I gaze over at the 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 gagged fella, the bound with the bound fingers and whatnot. I say, they must have done that to you for a reason, huh? Well, suppose you can't say anything to defend yourself, eh? Just messing with you. Where are we? Oh, damn! I might as well be here by myself.
So, did you say that I was I'm like my hands are free or?
No, you're shackled with your hands above you, actually.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, you can't bring them down, your hands. Well, actually, you
And-
can if you stand up. You can actually put them near your head.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
are we connected or are all of our chains separate?
Separate.
Okay.
And you're separate. You can't reach each other.
Hmm.
You're it's not a big cell, actually. It's quite small, about 12 by 12 or so, but enough space you all are against your wall.
Hmm. All right, I go to stand up and see what my sort of range of movement is. So you're saying I could kind of get my hands down to near my head?
Jim, why don't you describe yourself? Actually, and we'll zip around real quick. As you appear in the cell, how would you appear as you stand up and kind of you're sore a bit for whatever reason?
Well, luckily enough, I look very out of place. I have darker skin that sort of reminds you of the far east of the deserts, and I'm dressed in this very outlandish, almost noble sort of makeup. I had just come from a party. I was out, and you could tell. Obviously, I probably still smell of liquor, even though I can't say anything. And I also have this large hat with a feather in it. It's all very.
Your hat's
Um,
missing.
what?
All right. Good.
God damn it! It's
Jim, I
personal
love the way
now.
you tied in our little adventure before.
Yeah. Yeah. So curses. You see, I'm fiendishly looking up, trying to flick my head, seeing if the hat's somehow lodged above me, and I give up in vain, and I hang there
Don't
limp against the wall.
don't forget you can't talk at the moment.
Exactly.
And I'll give you a fleeting luck point for your backstory and the yeah. Anyway, how about okay then to Frank as you see him getting up and trying to dust himself off, and he looks a bit like a dandy, a bit. You notice.
Uh, sure. And so I'm in good company. So I look around. Does anybody know what day it is?
Shake my head.
Does anybody know how long we've been in here?
Was the day of the rat of the? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I'll shut up. I forgot. Oh, I should know this. Go on.
Shake my head again.
Can't help you, my friend.
I'm Greco. Shouldn't be in here. There must have been some sort of mix-up. Sometimes I get distracted a little bit. The liquor's quite good in this town.
Yeah, this is pretty par for the course for me. I expected it. Name's Batsu. Nice to meet you, friend. I'd shake your hand, you know,
Yeah,
different circumstances.
yeah.
And Batsu, my character, he's a mingle. Mingal.
Oh, okay.
And he's covered in furs, and he looks really rough. Scruffy beard, and, half shaven, and he smells like piss. Reeks of
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, and yeah, Greco, he's wearing studded leather. He looks like he's kind of a man of arms type guy. Looks, uh, like a regular guy, but maybe he's got something going on upstairs.
What kind of
Um,
accent do you have?
so yeah, definitely from out of town, probably north. And so you could tell that there's something bothering, and he's just like, hey, not for nothing, but have you guys seen any, like any green statues, like like little ones like this? I'm shackled, so I got to do it over my head, like this big or something.
Uh, Batsu kind of glares at you for a second and he says, "Afraid I haven't, friend, but I think there's more pressing matters here." And I start pulling at my chains, trying to pull them out of the wall.
Well, I mean, this can't. I mean, this is some sort of mistake, I'm sure.
As you
Um,
say that, a monstrous figure emerges into the dim light of the torch set by the door, throwing a grotesque shadow onto the wall beside him. This creature stands almost 7 feet tall, even with a hunch, and is dressed in a well-worn smock stained with blood and other filth. His head is covered by a black cloth hood, obscuring any signs of humanity. The creature pulls a lever set in the wall by the door, and a loud click is heard from the cell's closed door. The hulking figure approaches your cell, a sack in one hand and a pail in the other.
yeah, this will probably be fine.
We're going to the gallows, boys.
And so you said like a monstrous, but of a human, still a human quality to some extent, though,
Very
right?
foreign looking, exotic, even to you, and actually perhaps Creole from the east. You recognize the look of the Amarense, those strange eastern ancient people. But this big brute with his black hood on, you can't even see his features except his dark eyes, which have a maniacal look in them. As he goes first to Greco and reach into his sack, he pulls out some stale bread, question mark, uh, and the pail has a dipper and some slightly stagnant water, and he dips it into the pail, looks like, and he brings it up to your mouth to feed you some water.
Oh,
Do you
okay,
resist?
yeah. No, I'll have some water.
And you find you are a bit thirsty, and the water's brackish and very irony and everything, but it is relief. It is go 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 go, and he just and he makes his snorking noises and stuff. And there's a hole in his flap here, but he laughs a bit. And his mouth opens, and you can see that he probably has no tongue.
Yeah.
And then he reaches in the sack and he pulls out a lump of some roll of some type, puts it down or puts it into your hands, and then he goes, unless you want to do anything. He's big, muscular, big fat guy, you don't even think he has a nose because the mask just goes flat.
Um. Right. So do I notice if he happens to have my shackle keys on his body somewhere,
Give me a intelligence check. DC
No.
intelligence roll. Of
or all right?
12 or higher.
I rolled a 6
So
apparently.
he's got a big leather belt with a sack with potential stuff, and he has a key ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
You do see that.
Hmm.
Now,
But he's
Darren,
very clever because you noticed he knows exactly how long those chains are.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask. There's no way I can reach and kind of garrote him from behind, can I?
Yeah, you're thinking that, and you realize as you and he turns around and looks at you, and pieces of snot fly out.
While he's talking to the other guys, if I notice the keys,
He
can
comes
I
up
try?
to you now, Batsu.
Okay.
Do you want to take the water?
Um, I'll go to sip it, but I'll like blow into it so the water like splashes everywhere.
And he raps you in the head
Oh,
with this thing. Just cranks you. Wham! Doing a point of damage.
okay.
And he wags his finger. Blah, 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 blah. And then he reaches in and he finds like the end of the crust. The tonk throws it at you. And then you notice though you just can't reach him. He knows what he's doing. And he turns to Creel and the same thing. He brings the dipper up. Now you're really thirsty, Bob, by the way. But
Yeah, that
not
was a bad idea.
suffering. Not suffering. Creel.
Mm.
And he he just shrugs and puts down a chunk of bread beside you. And as he's doing that, if everybody could give me he doesn't know how to deal with that. Give me a intelligence check. Everybody. Just observing and stuff and watching. See if you notice anything else or something. Tell me if you get actually I'll look, see what you got.
Oh, jeez. I'm getting dumber. There's a weird
You
gas
wanna
in here.
you wanna roll high on this one. Creel, just as the big guy kind of shrugged and moved away, you thought you saw some person perhaps at the edge of the cell. But when you went to look, you just couldn't see who it was. And they slipped back into the shadows.
Hmm. So I quickly.
You saw a tentacle.
Okay.
And the big thing, he struggles and laughs. Yeah, go ahead, Jim. You want to do anything before he's finished?
No, not really. I guess I can. I'm trying to make some more noise, hoping that he would take my face mask thing off so I could eat, drink.
Turns around and cranks you in the head with a ladle. Does a point of damage.
Can I try to like use my foot to could I reach him? Like could I in theory kick him or something?
Oh no. No.
No, a little out of reach.
Well, you could try if you flung yourself sideways if you want to try.
No. I asked that. Well, I was thinking
It's
maybe
a
I could.
it's a possibility.
What I want to do is I want to try to use my foot, like my toes, to take those keys off of his side.
Nice. Right
Little
now?
acrobatics. Yeah. Right now while he's messing with the wizard.
Now, Batsu, you're close to him, and you see Gryko going forward. Now, are you just gonna try a lunge? Or I'm giving you a hint here, everybody. Subterfuge, distractions.
I noticed that Batsu's doing this, so I right away, louder than ever, start thrashing my chains and writhing around. calling out in muffled
He's
groans.
having a fit.
He's
Okay, so
epileptic.
he turns
He-
around and pummels you with the ladle. Blah, 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 blah. You take 1d3 damage.
Sounds good. Lay it on me.
Actually 1d2. He's actually a bit careful. He lays off. He just does a superficial damage. So roll d2, Jim.
He pulls his
Alrighty.
ladle. at
Now
the
let's
end.
see if he give me a luck roll, Gryko, to see if he actually goes into that zone you think you might be able to do this. And this is your chance because Creel paid the price.
I think it was Batsu was doing it.
Oh, pardon me, Batsu.
Yeah, that's, so
Okay.
luck.
Yeah, and you want to get low number this time.
Okay.
Now you hit untrained, which means you rolled a
Oh.
die 10. Now if you could just underneath the stats, there's a luck button.
Oh, I see it. Luck check. There we go.
I have some fleeting luck. Could I toss that his way?
Not on a luck check.
Okay.
That's one thing you can't boost. And that in passive rolls, by the way, often like, but something like on a luck check, you can't use luck.
hmm
And unfortunately, you lunge out, Batsu, and you flail out, but you don't quite reach. And he turns and laughs at you as he backs out of the cell and slams the door shut. Cling! And you feel the lock pick, and he goes, and he goes over to this desk here and sits down. You can see he sits down at this table here and takes a swig out of this tankard.
I hope you enjoy that, I say to him.
He salutes you at the tankard. And by the way, I'm going to give you, Creel, you get a fleeting luck.
Thank
And
you.
Batsu, you get a fleeting luck for the
Nice.
attempt. That was actually very good. You might have actually pulled that off. All right, we're back, though. Here we are in the cell. This guy seems to be eating something. He's got his lunch out. Not paying a lot of attention.
Hmm.
So Creel is gestating with his hands slithering like a waving serpent toward the cell door.
And then I'll point at my eye if I can. I'll point at my eyes and be like, point to the eye and then over to the door.
I'll look around my feet and by the doors for any snakes trying to sneak in and kill us.
No. And there's probably rats around, as usual. No snakes.
Used to that.
Yeah. After about 10 minutes, you see your jailer. He goes to this door, opens it up, and leaves for the moment, and closes the door behind him.
Is there any like sticks or anything on the ground? Is there anything on the ground?
Sticks, eh? Dungeon
Sticks.
cell. Not likely, but I will give you a luck check
Okay.
as you scurry around. You guys have a bit of time. You've had 10, 20 minutes already to think and come up with something.
Well, that's a success.
Maybe there's a piece of bone.
Yeah, let's say there's some shards of some bone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to pick that up with my toes and try to put that into my hand, kind of, do
Yoink.
some acrobatics there.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, and you do so, and it's some poor critter
Uh,
died.
Yeah. Then I want to try to like I guess in a way kind of like try to get these shackles undone. Try to try to lock pick him or something, you know, with the sharp end of the bone.
So you see the mingle, and he's scrounged something up, and he's fiddling with the shackles. And if anyone else want to do something while he's taking some time to do it because it's not they're no thieves' tools.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know that I have a whole ton of things I can do. So, uh, any sort of timing device like an hourglass or anything out on his desk suggesting how long he'll be gone?
No.
All right, can I try to put out some mystical feelers? See if I can call upon anything mentally to help me in this. There's a certain name I would be repeating in my mind. I just don't know.
Well, Jim, at the moment, yeah, you can't actually invoke anything.
Mhm.
But I will give you an intelligence DC check, and it's a long friggin' shot. You hit. Oh, trained. Okay, yeah, you got it.
I don't want to
You would
burn
have.
all my
You would have.
fleeting luck.
Yeah, you'd have to burn 15 luck.
Never mind.
So you see the. You don't know his name yet. This weird guy with smells perfume and sweat. He's concentrating on something. Batsu is tinkering with the shackles, and Graiko is doing.
Looking around.
Batsu, give me a pick locks.
All right.
And the DC you're looking for, because you got this rudimentary thing, is a 15.
Okay. Pick lock. Nope, no cigar.
I will throw fleeting luck his way.
And of course, luck is.
I will burn 8 fleeting luck.
How do you do that, Jim? This is interesting. In play.
So he's trying to pick it and he's not quite getting it, and I get his attention with a few muffled groans, and then he sees me, and I've seen this thing a lot before, but from my background, and so I'm kind of saying it's like, now you gotta tilt that down, and I'm doing this motion with my hand, and so I'm like pointing back and forth to this hand, just trying to get him to mimic my actions.
Ah.
And eventually he's like,
Well played.
Thanks for the tips.
And it comes off.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Jeez.
So are both of my hands free now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to my new friend and try to get that mask off of him then, real quick.
That'll take another pick lock. This
well,
one's a 10.
Alright, I'll try it. Hopefully we have some time here.
Yep. So far. And you are on the clock, by the way, everybody.
Okay, well, alright, 16. So
Yeah, Creel. Your head's free.
finally, and it's this really foul breath suddenly hits your face.
Doesn't seem to mind him at all.
Thank you. Oh God. Quick, let's get out of here.
Oh, okay. Well, I can try to unlock the rest of these shackles on you. Before I do that, while I'm like, kind of finishing taking this off, I'm gonna look for that lever. Is that within reach? Could I reach that from the door?
No, actually, the lever's over here. They're a bit misleading.
Oh, okay.
See him on that?
Oh, okay. I see him. Okay.
Believers. Yeah.
Well. Okay. Well, then I'll start trying to lockpick their locks as well. Starting with the I don't know. I think we'd go with the big guy.
Batsu or Greco.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
smart.
yeah. So now you're getting the hang of it a bit. The roll now is a 12 for the shackles.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna burn luck on that.
Oh, you can do it post roll. Oh, you rolled a 7?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 luck. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, so you can start rolling, but see how
Can I
many
do
you
them
can
one at a
burn.
time?
For now, let's do it that way. Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm trying to
Okay.
think. Yeah.
5 and D3.
We should almost say you have to declare.
Okay.
'Cause give it just a bit of a.
Then I'll go safe and I'll do a 3.
Yeah, and well, you already have 3, so you have 10 so far.
Okay. 2. Is
So
that
you
enough?
did it. Yeah.
Nice. Alright, then I get you out.
Greco. Wow. You're like, ooh. That's better.
Well met, friend.
Wow.
The door opens.
Oh shit! Put your shackles back on. Put them out. Put them back on. Pretend. And I'll rush over to mine and pretend to put my shackles back on.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll swing even though my hands are shackled. I'll try to maneuver the face mask even to be somewhat on me.
All right, the lurg comes back into the room and he sits down and he's got another lunch and he starts to eat it. And he
Does he
looks
got this,
over.
or-
You saw his mask look over and stuff. And actually, give me one roll here. Oh yeah, he looks, just glances, and then spits out some yellow green sludge. We're sitting down to his second lunch.
Oh. I'll call out to him. I'll be like, oi mate, I'm really sorry about knocking that water out earlier, but I'm real thirsty now. If I could get one now, I just want to apologize.
Nice. Give me a personality check.
Okay.
DC. And this is a 10. This guy barely understands. You're speaking common Lankhmar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he sees.
Ooh.
Okay, he understands what you're saying. So this isn't a native tongue by any measure. He's amorous, and so he shrugs and he looks around. He gets up and he grabs the water bucket and he goes over to this thing and he pulls the lever, the first one, and you hear your door open. And then he lurches over and walks in carrying the bucket and the ladle.
I'll take a look at Graiku as he walks in.
Hold on, he as he's coming over, I have a long shot. But okay, I guess I just want to see. I guess if Graiku's gonna do his thing, he'd probably reach it before I have my shot. I don't know how we want to do this. I was gonna try to cast a spell that only needs me to be able to talk.
Unfortunately, your hands are still bound.
That is a stipulation, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, so it looks like he has to walk past me to go to Batsu, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then I guess when he does that, I spring into action.
Oh. Roll initiative. Actually, you may surprise him.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You do gain surprise because of Batsu's little theatrics.
Yeah. Do you know? I'm not 100% sure I got my initiative factored all the way in. Is that just entirely based on agility initiative, or is it also based on level?
No, if you're a warrior, you also get +1 per level, I think.
Okay, that's why I think I have
Yeah.
a bonus of 1 total. Okay, here we go.
I think that's right, yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta pick
And
my
your
guy.
agility modifier bonus.
Where did it go?
Wow.
Oh, yes. I'm quite satisfied with that number.
Indeed. And he rolls a 2, so he's and do what you will.
I'm on him like ugly on a
You
prison
all
guard.
can act. Actually, you've got him. He's sort of duped, mind you. He's kind of an autistic weirdo freak.
Well, now I just feel bad about beating him up. Okay.
Yeah, he's like he's just a guy in Thunderdome, right? It's like, oh, really?
Yeah,
The ma-
right. Yeah, Max is like, I can't kill this guy. So now
Well,
it's
you
bust
see
the
the
deal,
gore
spin
and
the
blood
wheel.
streaking down his apron, though, and
Sure. Yeah, he's a monster. Okay, so so I'm going to grab the bucket and grab the bucket out of his hands and smash it onto the back of his head.
oh, okay. Now that would require a strength test versus him to grab it out of his hand.
Well, I figure he's unaware.
I'll give. Yeah, but no, he's big.
Or is there something else I could smash his head in with?
No,
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go for it.
sure.
Huzzah.
And yeah, and so you're first. So go ahead, make a strength with your modifier. So roll d20 with your modifier, and his strength modifier is +2.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't do great.
You're like yard. Just
It's not made of gold, friend.
he's not let go into that bucket.
No, that's all
so it
right. Then I'll just
got-
Can I just headbutt him now?
That was kind of well. We'll get to that in a moment. Creel, what do you do?
Heroically, nothing. I'm still
Okay.
chained. So
So Batsu, you
Yeah.
see that Gryko went down to grab this bucket. He's like, I got this, and he went to yard on it, and almost comically, this big beefy arm just kind of lifted a bit and still held onto it.
sorry. I guess if during the thing with Graiku, if he kind of gets knocked back towards me, I will try to garrote him with my chains, but that's all I can really do.
No, there's not enough chain to do that. Okay, we'll see. It's a slim chance. Meanwhile, Batsu.
Yeah, as he's distracted with that bucket, I'm gonna go and try to put that piece of bone into his neck. I'm gonna try to do that.
Ooh. All right. Make your attack.
Okay.
By the way, this is a surprise round, so we're actually going to roll initiative in the next
let's
round.
see. That work? Oh.
And this, if it's improvised, just roll d20 and add your strength modifier.
Okay.
All right.
7.
Unless you want to burn luck.
Shoot. Yeah, I'll burn 2 luck.
You rolled 7, right?
Well, no,
If-
I won't burn any luck.
I was gonna say I still have some fleeting luck to burn. I got 5.
Oh wow. Yeah, I used my 2 that I had.
How much do you want to add then on the 2?
I'll add let's see, 7, 8, 9. I'll add 3. Would that do it?
Yes. So you do stick them and roll d2 for damage.
Okay, sweet. Nice.
All right. Wow, you stick them pretty good with this bone. Like you jab him. Oh, and he's like in the neck or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so let's roll initiative now. I think everyone's gone, right?
Yep.
Okay, I rolled a 4. Well, you guys, I'm starting low, and -1, he has
Oh,
3.
wow.
You rolled a 3.
All right, I got a 20.
Okay, Frank's definitely. Good roll.
13.
Okay.
Um, so if I'm
Real-
gonna do unarmed combat,
Yeah.
what am I rolling, do you think?
Strength modifier, D20 with your strength modifier, and you roll basically get D3 damage if you want to pummel somebody.
Oh man, it's probably not gonna cut it. My 4.
No, unless you burn quite a bit of luck, of course.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, so I'm swinging.
Got it. And Creel, you're next. Now he's not in range, Creel, unfortunately.
No,
You're
yeah,
still
I'm
chained, right?
I'm still chained. There's nothing really I could do. I'm gonna take a peek though. I'm just gonna see if anything else is attracted to this noise or if anything's outside the hall.
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Sorry. And Batu?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Is the bone just completely destroyed when I stab him, or can I?
Make a luck check.
Okay.
Because it is a,
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
tiny.
yeah. If you're lucky, it's still good.
Hey,
Oh yeah, it's you pull it out, you're like, whoa.
I'm surprised at that. And then I'm gonna go back right into the go for the neck again.
Now, if you were a fighter and you had the mighty deed, you could say, I poke him in the eye, doink. Right? And by the way, on that note, Gryko, don't forget to roll your deed die. We forgot to do that, right?
We did. I
On
didn't
every attack,
roll.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
probably
also
wouldn't have
declare
mattered.
something. And if you get that deed, 3 or higher, you might pull something off at various, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And I don't think it would have mattered that last time you rolled really low.
right. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
All right. Sorry, Bob. You were
Yeah.
about to.
I'm going to try to get through the fat on this guy's neck again. So I'm gonna attack again with the bow.
Sticking him with this chunk of rat bone. All right. Oh, and yeah,
13.
you tweak and you stuck him again. He's like, wow, he's not impressed, but it's not doing a whole lot. He's real puffy and fatty, and he just seemed to be punching and poking him. You're like, oh,
I could use some help here, boys.
little help. I think you're all done this round, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he turns and just tries to straight arm Gryko because he's holding on to the pail. He just pulls on the pail and brings his forearm around in this big, meaty swing. And it whiffs by you as you kind of do the old Indiana Jones duck backstep. Whoa. And it's hard because you're not you are unchained, right, Gryko?
Yeah, I'm unchained. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just you duck it, and it's now top of the turn. It's Frank's turn.
All right. That's it. I'm gonna clean his clock. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 3 on my deed.
Yeah.
But all right. So that was the plan, was actually, so if he's not going to let go of the bucket, I'm going to don't hit yourself, and I'll just swing his arm. He can hold on to the bucket, and we'll both hit him in the head with this bucket.
Frank, and the deed works, and I'm going to give him a. Now it's a bit of a long shot, but I'll give him a 7 fortitude save to see if you cold cock him.
Oh, nice.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, but he has got a thicker
Oh.
skull, and the bucket shatters, doing 5 damage, which is no
Nice.
slouch. And you see him just shatter, and part of the mask comes off, and you can see this grotesque kind of external cleft palate sort of scenario going on. This inbred monstrosity from the east. You smash him in the head. Okay. Creel.
I think I'll continue to be chained up to the wall. That's my move.
Yeah, that's semi-effective. Batsu.
Batsu, do I have to make another luck check to see if my bone's still good?
No, that's just. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it again. Hey, I'm not doing too
Still
bad.
got it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be putting this into this guy until it breaks. One or the other.
All right.
Alright. Let's see. Attack.
Oh my. Doink, doink, doink. As you jab again. And he's just, yeah. And you hit his cheek now and you punctured it and he kind of gives out a bit of a, well, no tongue. And now he goes to grab you by the neck
Uh-oh.
and smash your head against the wall. What's your AC?
11.
Nice.
Oh, but hold on.
Slither out.
Okay, he's +2.
Oof.
How dare you?
So he grabs you around the neck and smashes your head against the wall. He does 3 points damage.
Oh,
Wham, wham, and he has you and he's just hitting your head against the wall. He's gonna continue doing it. Until there's nothing until he's ragdoll. He seems to be pretty infuriated. So we're back to Frank.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna go for the throat punch.
Are you going to declare a deed to try to? Oh,
I
damn.
crushed him.
Oh, okay. I'll give him another fortitude save to see if you crush his larynx. As you just go up and you just and
come on.
you do not crush his larynx. He's very beefy, very very beefy, and he's still active, but boy, he's like he's bellowing, well, croaking in pain and rage as you see that those are paying off, those little punctures you've been doing, by the way, Patsy.
Delicious
And,
bastard.
oh wow, and we'll go to Creel. You're crumpled, you're kind of huddled in the corner going, Jesus H Christ.
Yeah, there's really nothing I could do. I'm just gonna keep trying to get at this guy, but it's hopeless. It's in fact, it looks a little sad at this point.
It's not pretty. And Batsu,
Aye, Batsu's gonna try it again. Let me roll my
make a luck check.
luck check. No!
Yeah. Now you're, I don't know.
It's too
Gonna hit
slippery.
him.
I can't. I guess I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to. Is there any way that I can try to squeeze out of this grapple that he has me in?
Yeah, you can do a strength DC
Okay,
or a strength against his.
I'll do it. I'll
He's
try
+2, so D20.
it. 12.
You got 14.
All right, then I guess.
And he bashes your head against the wall for 4 points damage.
Oh,
Wham, 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 wham.
it's not looking too good for old Batsu here.
And to you, Frank.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna box his ears. Here we go. Oh no!
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Okay, we have a
ah,
we have a
that
little
was
bit of a problem.
unfortunate.
Okay, so you're not wearing armor, so that's good.
Oh, I'm not? Okay.
No. So roll D4 and your luck modifier works in reverse.
All right.
And
Yeah, I have no luck modifier. So we're just on a D4 then. Oh, there we go.
Okay, give me a moment. Who has a fumble chart available right now? Caught flat-footed.
I can in a moment.
Yeah, it's not in my. I have my Lankhmar Dungeon Master screen.
So, fumble. Your incompetent blow makes you the laughing stock of the party, but otherwise causes no damage.
Oh, okay.
So I just clap my hands behind his head.
Yes.
What are you doing?
No. So
What are you
Creel,
doing? Get him off of me!
it's not improved,
Hey.
Creel.
Yeah.
Are you still
Ah.
gonna?
I let the mask fall off my face. The facade is over, and
Mhm.
I start. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy's attention. I'm gonna do some Gregorian chant, and look as
Wow.
ominous as I can, and in hopes that he will at least turn to see what terrible spell I'm gonna cast at him. But
Wow.
of course, I can't do anything. But
So make a personality roll, and your DC is going to be 12. You roll 20 if you have a personality modifier. No, it's not.
oh, sorry, DC. Yeah, sorry.
Actually,
Personality. Ah. Oh no, someone just rolled a 1, so we don't have fleeting luck, right?
Oh, right. Everybody lost their fleeting luck.
Oh, that's
Um,
bad.
Great.
I'll burn 2 of my normal luck.
Whoa. All right, you distract him. He turns on you. But it's Batsu's turn.
Hi, Batsu.
He lets go of you, and he goes to grab Creel.
Ooh, is the ladle here?
Yeah, be somewhere. I'm assuming.
Yeah, because he went to give me the water. I'll pick that up and try to glob him over the head.
All right, it'll require a luck check. See if you can scoop that up and hit him.
Okay.
It's going to be at least as effective as me clapping my hands behind his head.
Die 3 damage.
Nice.
It's a big ladle. Okay, you grab the ladle. You're like, ah.
And I'm gonna try to bonk him over the back of the head.
Nice.
Let me attack here. Attack. And then you said a die 3 damage? If
Ooh, nice.
18 hits?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys can't finish. See, you swing and you hit him, but he's so beefy and big. He just absorbs this damage. It just soaks it up. But he's reeling though, and he's got his face is streaming blood, and he's still coughing and hacking, but still active. And
Finish him.
he goes to grab Creel and smash your head against the wall.
Well, he's gonna try. He's got to beat my strength, doesn't he?
No, he grabs you
Oh yeah, I'm chained.
and smashes you against the wall. 6 points of damage.
And I am dead.
Oh.
You see Creel just getting smashed against the wall, just wham, 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 and he just lolls to the side, and you see his tongue come out, and he's still smashing him against the wall. It's now Frank's turn.
All right.
Gryko.
So I'm going to rush up there and snap his neck.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, and you reach up. How do you do that? Because were you inspired by Creel's demise?
Exactly. I knew I had to take care of the situation quickly, or else Creel was going to die, and I can't let that happen. So I ran up there and just grabbed him by his horrific face and just snapped it around. Mostly, I was actually just trying to get him to face me. That's probably what it was. It was a panic that he was going to kill this guy. So I just get him to face me, and he did, but the rest of his body didn't come.
That's sick.
No, oh wow. And he goes down, and I'll give you fleeting luck. And you killed him, as you hear this sharp crack as his neck breaks.
Oh,
Boom.
good God. I like as soon as he drops to the ground, I'm gonna go after those keys and try to unlock our friend here.
Yes, and you can. And now this begs the question of Creel. You went down. Do you have any fleeting luck?
We just lost it.
Okay, so what that means now in this game, if you had fleeting luck, you could burn one right now, and you could be at 1 hit point. However, you
Mhm.
don't. So we go
Can
to
I
the
give him mine
key
though?
rules. No.
Oh,
As far as I know, no, can't. So the issue comes down to now of turning him over and making a luck check. And I have to double check some rules. And Jim, I'm sorry about this.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. So you guys go up to Creel, who's still shackled, and he's just kind of he's unconscious and bleeding, or his head was hit against the wall.
and it's all soft back there.
Yeah, and you turn him
Like
over and you make a
over
luck
it,
check, Creel.
It says that I can spend 1 luck to regain a single hit point, become conscious. It doesn't specifically say fleeting luck.
For sure.
On page 32.
Oh, I was gonna say let's take a break while I look up these rules again in a minute. Okay, well let's take a break while I look up these rules.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah, because this game does encourage that, and if you get the body back, but boy, that's okay. All right, we'll take a few minutes. I'm gonna pause the game recording.
Mhm.